Alright, so I guess I'm hooked up, ready to go. This will be a before video. What I'm about to do. So this is a drag harrow, and the cows are really confused as to what's happening. They know I'm about to do something. I really don't want them to step on this. Get the foot caught on it, but you can flip it around different ways. I've got it. I mean, if I hooked it up on the other side, it would drag like this. So these are actually going to drag. I wasn't even showing like that, as opposed to that if I hooked it up on the other side. Yeah, that's what I don't want them to do. Then you can even flip it over to where these are up, and it'll really level out stuff. So I'm gonna. It's cold out here. I think it was 21 degrees. So I'm gonna drag it. If it shows up on video. See these holes? It was soft, you know, when it was raining and everything. It's hard for me to even walk. And then all this froze. Kind of see how tore up it is. It's bad. I'm gonna start in there because that's where I feed them. That's where I really want to try and get it leveled out. See if I can fix this today. It's the first thing I want to try and do today. Beyond wire, I've been doing a little bit research on how to tighten wire and splice wire a little bit better so it's tighter. I got a couple things I want to try. I don't know if I get to it today, but this is really what I need to deal with. So all the way up and down this road, I need to go from here all the way to the upper barn, back and forth. It's really tore up. It's hard for me to even walk, and these cows, they're really struggling. I don't need a broke leg or anything like that, which I'm putting them at a risk at. So I'm going to drag it around in there for a bit, see if I can get that leveled out. That hay, I'm going to get this leveled out and see if maybe I'll move some of that bad hay around. And they broke the new rail. That was ash. They broke it where it was notched, so it wasn't the full piece. I don't know what to do. How to keep them from breaking rails. Beyond going to metal. They keep breaking it, and then they stand in it and make a mess. So anyways, I'm gonna drag this first. My toes are already cold. It's chilly out here, and see what I can do. They're curious. They got hay. They're not hungry. I went up in the upper barn where I had a bale and a half, and it's spread all over, but there's still a lot of hay up there. And I know there's hay over there. They're fine. They're not hungry. You're just needy. So, all right. Let me pull this for a while and see what I can do, and then maybe do an after video. Hopefully it'll look a whole lot smoother. So, all right, let me get at it. All right, so I've upgraded everything from a pothole-filled road to a rough gravel road. It worked pretty good, actually. You can see the fork sticking down on it. It broke this up pretty good. I went over it quite a bit. I lost a roll of wire. I thought I was going to do fencing today, but I have no idea where barbed wire went. So I had to feed them to get them out of the way because they kept standing right here. They wouldn't move. But I don't know. They like it for some reason. They keep licking it. So this is better. And here, that's way better. I'll walk over there. You can see, I guess. I should have walked in there in that last video, but this is way better than it was. I think, yep. I need to buy one. I borrowed that thing. It's the second time I borrowed it. when it's like this, it's, see the footprint, it's soft in here. When it's like this, the tractor's too heavy, and I got really wet roads. I need to invest in four-wheeler equipment. That's really what I need to do. This is way better. I went over this quite a bit, back and forth in different directions. It is soft, as you just saw by that footprint. This spot, I got stuck. Well, it took me a bit to get out. That's really soft right there. There's actually water right there. I need to fill this in with wood chips. I think the next thing I'm going to do is move those feeders out of the way and clean off that hay mound and move it off to the sides where the feeders are. I'm not walking through that. You can see the difference, the height difference. Throw it off where the feeders are and build like where the posts are. Build up all of that. Let's see on this side. Move everything out of the way, throw it off. That's all frozen rough. This I couldn't really do anything with in here. I'll walk back out. I should have showed you in that drag harrow. The only modification I made to it. This that's all hard froze. That's rough. Throw the hay in there. See if I can fill those holes in and bring that up a little bit. This, see, this is head level. This was not head level when we built this. It was a long ways from being head level. This is a lot of dropped hay. As I broke real day. That sucks. I'm kind of getting off track, but I'm getting on to the next project. So that 2x4 there. This is front of it, obviously. So that's 2x4, and there's like an inch or two gap, and then there's another 2x4 below that, and then you see the size of the ash. That's what this is lined with, and the bottom of it. And that bottom 2x4 was actually top, maybe a little bit higher than ash laid in the bottom of that. So 4, 5, 6, 8. That's a good solid 8 inches higher than it was when we built this. That's a lot. I can clean this out. I don't know if I'll get any further than that. Clean this out a little bit and then feed them a little. It's almost 3 o'clock now. See, there's water right there. That's really wet. It looks, I know it's got snow in it, but it looks, I mean, I've been throwing hay out here, and they've been in here. It looks built up from what it used to be. It used to be, you can't even see the stumps. This is rough cleared. And there's a stump right here, but the middle was full of stumps, and you can't even see them. I understand it's got snow in there mixed in with it, so it's a little bit thicker, but that's a stump. You can't even see them. So filling it in with all that bad hay, and then they're adding their contributions out the back end, helping fill it in. It's manure, but it'll decompose. So on this drag harrow, the only thing I would modify, this is a lot better. Couldn't even walk through this. You're just in the way, aren't you? The only thing I would modify, and I noticed, is dragging this. The first time through, it kind of breaks it up a little bit. But going back through, I would put a piece of angle iron on the front of that, and somehow, I don't know, but put some weld some stuff in there to make it heavier. You know, so weld some bars in there or something. So as I'm pulling it, it would actually pull the loose stuff out in front of it and drop it in the holes and help level out. Just for mine, that's exactly what I would do, because this thing would work phenomenal if I did that. See all the little holes, it would pull stuff right into the holes. It would really level things out. So, yeah, it's a lot better. A lot better. That's really going to be a mess when it thaws. But it's higher than it was. So it's filling in, I guess. So I'm going to warm up in the truck. I think these cows are warmer than I am right now. I'm going to warm up, get some water, something to eat. You can see, this is where I was dropping all those bales off the bottom of the haystack. If you can see how thick that is. I brought a Maddox up to help bust up anything that's froze, which is probably that. So take all that stuff and throw it in here, help level out all that, build it up a little bit better for them. So that'll be the next thing I do. But it's still a little rough. That is so much better. I need drag harrow. I need a furrower equipment. I need a drag harrow. That really worked well. I like that. A lot of uses for it. So, alright, let me warm up a bit and get to it. See you. Anything to say? No? Alright, see you. Alright, well, as my light quickly fades, they're fed. Yeah, take my word on it. So, I got that first 2x4 cleaned off. It was kind of rough going. It's not froze, but it's all wet and matted, packed down. So I got that much uncovered, but as you may or may not be able to see, probably not, they're still stepping over that rail and getting into it, so they gotta keep working on that one. I don't know if you can, my light's gone. By the silhouette, see she's got a great big clump of hay on her horns. That's fantastic. Now you can kind of see in the silhouette. So I got that much done. I did turn the drag harrow over and pull it around a little bit more. Well, that's helpful. That's my light. Yeah, that's a mud pit. It's 20 degrees. It's been 20 degrees, and pulling it around again, I kind of almost got stuck again. So that's bad. Ended up throwing a bunch of the bad hay that was in front of the feeder out there, trying to fill that in a little bit. I cleaned up a little bit. There was absolutely no moving these grain feeders. They're froze solid into the ground. Ain't no way I'm moving them. They're fed. The edges aren't bad, besides this spot right here in the middle. It's horrible. It's really wet and really soft. What else did I do? Cleaned out the inside of the feeder. Oh, fixed the rail. I put 3 screws in it to screw it back together again. It'll be broke again tomorrow, so at least I can count on it being broke again. It's not gonna last. So yeah, so cleaned out some of the bad hay and threw it in the holes, and pulled the drag harrow around again a little bit more. It's a lot better, way better than what it was. It was you could barely walk. It was just so bad, and now it's just kind of it's almost soft. So it'd be full holes again, but it's much easier for me to walk and them to walk. And I found my row of barbed wire under 6 inches of snow. So I finally figured out where that was, so I can maybe do some fencing, depending on what's going to happen with the weather. I opened up that stream. Running into it was pretty much froze over, and that pipe running into the pond was pretty close to being froze over. The outflow was open. Don't understand that one, why the outflow is open but the inflow is not. Anyways, I've got that all opened up. Should have opened up the spot up top. I don't really see them getting water up there though, even though I know there's quite a bit. They just don't know. I guess the hay's down here. It's where they eat. Besides the bale I throw it up there, which still gotta do. I gotta put, obviously gotta put everything away still. I gotta throw straw in this barn. I cleaned it out already, and then go up, and they got a mess up there where they threw hay all over. Throw it back up in the pile. I think they're gonna be. I don't think I need to give them another one. Again, one bale off the bottom of the stack, and then I threw 6 in that feeder. It's supposed to be really cold the next 2 nights. Really cold. So water might be the only issue, as long as we don't get a tremendous amount of snow, which I think we're far enough north. Oddly enough, I don't think we're going to get the snow from these storms. We're too far north. So when the weather pattern changes, hopefully in the spring, it'll just be rain, which isn't going to help this issue. I can do without the snow. The cold I'm kind of dealing with. The really cold is going to be an issue with the water. The lack of snow is kind of nice. So, all right. Yeah, this is getting dark, so I got to get everything put away. Got to cover up the hay again. Fighting through that tarp. I definitely need a better way to feed this year. It's 2025. That was starting to melt. I could hear drips. Oh, I don't know why it's starting to melt. It's 20 degrees out here. Yeah, better way to feed next winter. Something to work on. So, all right, yeah, I got stuff done. Didn't get a lot, but I got stuff done. So, all right, I'll try and piece these together into one video later on as I try and warm up. Probably take me the rest of the evening. It's chilly. So I'd get you into the cow shop, but I don't think it's going to show up. Well, those lights are kind of nice. I think that panel is even covered in snow. It's still nice and bright. So so far, those are, yeah, we're a little dark. That was a good buy so far. See how long I last. I wish you could see. I got a bunch of cows just standing in their hay. So, all right, it's just gonna be too dark. I can't get out. Well, it picked me up moving. Way out here, I picked it up. I like those lights. I need to buy some more. So, all right, they're all taken care of. I need to wrap it up and get out of here. So, all right, see you.